Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Kannst du Prima Dvani ganz kurz? Jaya?
Jaya Vishnupada, Pimamsa, Parivajika, Jaya Vishnupada, Shisha. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Jaya Vishnupada, Pimamsa, Parivajika, Jaya Vishnupada, Shisha. Bhaktivedanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru, Shri Gauranga, glories to Shri Prabhupada.
Kannst du das ganze Sätze machen? Ja, also.
Das?
Was brauchst du noch mehr?
Ich weiß nicht. Das ganze CC?
Ja.
Wow. Hast du aber etwas vor? Alles in einer Klasse?
Ja.
Ich habe es jetzt noch keiner geschafft.
Ja, ich schaff's auch nicht.
So rum oder so rum?
Ist egal. Ihr müsst sehen, nicht? Ich habe sowieso einen Tisch vor der Nase. Ist da eine Übersetzung?
Ja.
Ah, okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 I didn't get a verse from the Bhagavatam because today is the disappearance day of three great Vaishnavas from Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, Srila Raghunath Bhatta Goswami und Srila Krishnadas Goswami. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. And of course I cannot speak in half an hour from them all, and I choose one of them. I think you know already which one. Which one I choose?
Sri Rupa Raghunatha.
No. No, I choose Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. Therefore the books are here. Srila Raghunatha Goswami appeared 1494 and he left this world 1586. Srila Raghunath Bhatta Goswami appeared 11 years later, as 1505, and he left the body 1579. And then Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, it's not sure, some say 1496, but others say 1520. And when he left, nobody knows actually. They tried to do research and find out from different sources, but they couldn't find the. But somehow they know on which day he left, but not the year. And all of them left the body at the same day, not in the same year, but in the same day. And we know actually that all of them are manjaris in the spiritual world. That means they know them very well from that mode and came down for a special mission. Now we will discuss about Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. First I want to know from you, what do you know about him?
He was an associate of Krishna Chaitanya. Very near associate.
Yeah, but I think he never met him.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not written, nobody knows actually. There is no reference that he met him. But he lived at the same time. Something else is not. It's very quiet. Okay, then I have to start myself. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is the author of Govinda Lilamrita and the Chaitanya Charitamrita. But he has given very little information in these books about himself. No concrete evidence can be found to substantiate them, despite recent claims that their names have been discovered. Krishna's parents were named Bhagirat and Sunanda. Krishnadas is a spiritual name and not one that he used in his family life. Krishnadas has given us some autobiographical information in the 5th chapter of the Adi Leela, from which we learn that he was born in Jamatpur, which is near to Zala railway station. But anyway, we don't know where it is. It's somewhere in Bengal. And Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami was ordered to go to Vrindavan in a dream by Nityananda Prabhu. he spent the remainder of his life in Vrajram. Saraswati Goswami has established Krishnadas' dates by compare information from several sources. He concludes that Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami was probably born in about 1520 and died in about 1616 or 1617. But these are all not sure informations. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is the author of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. He composed it in Radhakund. And there is some difference of opinion about Krishnadas' caste. Once again, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur has discussed this point. Supporters of different ideas claim that Krishnadas was born in one of the three upper castes, Brahmin, Kayastha or Vaidya. Kaviraj is a title given to those who knows the meaning of Kaviraj? Nobody. As a Raj you know, huh? Means king. And Kavi means poet. Also,
King of poets.
yes, he's here. He's the king of poets. And this Kaviraj is a title given to those who have proven themselves by composing literary works that have achieved renown for their quality in learned circles. From this above discussion, we can see that Krishnadas may have been born in any of these three castes. Whatever the case, a Vaishnava is superior to a Brahmana, no matter in what caste he takes his birth. All scriptures state that a Vaishnava is the topmost of all human beings. There is no unanimous opinion about Krishnadas' marital status. Even this is not known. Some say that he was a lifelong brahmachari when he went to Vrindavan, for had he left a wife and family, he would likely have mentioned it when telling of his renunciation. Srila Prabhupada writes in this connection, after arriving in Vrindavan, Krishnadas became totally absorbed in Harikatha and indifferent to talk of his previous family life. He was known as Kaviraj Goswami to his spiritual family. His spiritual identity in Vraj Leela is Ratnareka Manjari or Kasturi Manjari, according to others. Even this is, that means it's not astonished that when I ask you what do you know about him, nobody answered anything, because there is so less information about him, but still is so an important Vaishnava for us. And how it happened that he went to Vrindavan, will you hear now. During his glorification of Nityananda Prabhu in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj describes a significant event in his life. He had organized a 24-hour kirtan at his house, and amongst those invited was Lord Nityananda's dear associate Minaketana Rama Das, who also lived in Jamatpur. Also Nityananda himself was also not there. Minaketan was a great Vaishnava who was constantly in a state of devotional trance when he chanted the name of Nityananda Prabhu. While in ecstasy, he would often slap people and sometimes tap them with his flute. In general, his ecstatic behavior was the cause of astonishment amongst Krishnadas Kaviraj guests, and all came to pay their obeisances and offer him respect. Only Minaketan Mishra's brother, who was the pujari of the festival, did not show proper respect to him, which indicated that he had no faith in Nityananda Prabhu. Seeing this, Minaketan became very angry and said, "Just look, this is the second Maharshan Sutta who did not come forward to show respect when he saw Balaram." Maybe somebody knows this story? This is from Bhagavatam. There was a big assembly, and Maharshan Sutta was a speaker, and there were so hundreds of saints. And then Balaram appeared, and all of them paid obeisances. But Maharshan Sutta not. He did it's not necessary. I'm the speaker, you know, I'm in front of everybody. Why should I take obeisances? And then what did Balaram? He chopped off his head, to make an example, or to give an example how important it is to appreciate big Vaishnavas. It was okay. Krishnadas Kaviraj writes that by taking the side of Nityananda Prabhu's associates, he received the blessings of Nityananda Prabhu himself, and Nitai came to him in a dream and ordered him to go to Vrindavan. Nitai said, "O Krishnadas, have no fear." Here he is not yet Krishnadas Kaviraj, because he didn't write anything until now. "Have no fear, go to Vrindavan, for there you will attain all things." After saying this, he indicated the way to Vrindavan by waving his hand, and then disappeared with his associates. With words of profound humility, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami proclaims the glories of Nityananda Prabhu. Now he writes this himself, how he feels. "I am more sinful than Jagai and Madai, and lower than a maggot in the stool. Whoever hears my name," you did it already many times, "loses the results of his virtuous deeds. And whoever utters my name commits a sin." Other than Nityananda, could anyone in this world show mercy to one as abominable as me? Nityananda is the incarnation of mercy. He is so fully intoxicated by the ecstatic love that he does not discriminate between the good and the bad. This we heard also yesterday. He delivers anyone who falls down before me. Therefore, he has delivered such a sinful and fallen person as me. This is written in Chaitanya Charitamrita 1.5.205. Without the mercy of Vishnu and the Vaishnavas, it is impossible to describe their glories. It is for this reason that Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami begins each chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita with invocations to Mahaprabhu and his associates, like Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Acharya, and concludes each chapter with a prayer for service to the feet of Rupa and Raghunath Goswami. He has thus shown how important it is to avoid any disrespect or offenses to the Vaishnavas. Now, these invocations, one of them is written at the board, and we will pray this now. This, after every chapter, when he finished, he wrote this verse at the end. Shri Rupa Raghunath Padeya Rasham Chaitanya Charitamritkaya Krishna Dasam Shri Rupa Raghunath Padeya Rasham Chaitanya Charitamritkaya Krishna Dasam. Please repeat. Shri Rupa Raghunath Padeya Rasham Chaitanya Charitamrit Kahe Krishna Dasa. Shri Rupa Raghunath Padeya Asha Chaitanya Charitamrit Kahe Krishna Dasa. Can somebody repeat it?
Shri Rupa Raghunath Padeya Asha Chaitanya Charitamrita Kahe Krishna Dasa.
Yes, everybody.
Shri Rupa Raghunath Padeya Asha Chaitanya Charitamrita Kahe Krishna Dasa.
Somebody else?
Shri Rupa Raghunatha Padeya Asha Chaitanya Charitamrita Kahe Krishna Dasa.
Shri Rupa Raghunath Padeya Raja Chaitanya Charitamrit Kahe Krishna Dasam. Yeah.
Shri Rupa Raghunath Padeya Asa Chaitanya Karimma Kat Krishna Dasa.
Shri Rupa Raghunath Padeya Raja Chaitanya Charitamrit Kahe Krishna Dasam. The translation is as follows. Praying at the lotus feet of Shri Rupa and Shri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishna Das, narrate Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. Then, very good. Another very known verse is Vandeham Shri Guru. I think all of you heard it many, many times. Mostly the speaker recites it before he starts with a Bhagavatam class. Vandeham Shri Guru, Shri Yuta Pada Kamalam, Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha, Shri Rupam Zagrachatam, Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sachivam, Sadvaitam Zavadutam, Barichana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam, Shri Radha Krishna Padan, Sahagana Lalita, Shri Vrishakan Vitamscha. I will read also the translation. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my spiritual master and of all the other preceptors on the path of devotional service. I offer my respectful obeisances unto all the Vaishnavas and unto the 6 Goswamis, including Srila Rupa Goswami, Srila Sanatan Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Jiva Goswami and their associates. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Advaita Acharya Prabhu, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all his devotees, headed by Srivas Thakur, I then offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of Lord Krishna, Srimati Radharani, and all the gopis headed by Lalita and Vishaka. Also especially the 6 Goswamis and Panchatattva, and then at the end Radha and Krishna with their 2 main gopis, Lalita and Vishaka. I offer my respectful obeisances again and again. He does this. This is in the first book, 2nd chapter, he starts with this Mangalacharana. And what is the reason of praying this Mangalacharana? Everybody knows? To invoke auspiciousness and to get the mercy of all these great Vaishnavas. Because he feels so humble, without their mercy here, and he cannot do anything. Then, because somebody offended this great Vaishnava in this assembly, there was a discussion after, and in this discussion Krishnadas had a younger brother. In the discussion somehow he realized that his brother is also not so favored to Lord Nityananda. He appreciated very much Lord Chaitanya, but not his brother. And passport is coming. We have to sign. Da kannst du schauen, ja. Okay. And then he rejected his brother and went to Vrindavan. Yes. Okay. Then at an advanced age and in poor health, Krishnadas commenced work on his magnum opus, the Chaitanya Charitamrita. After being repeatedly petitioned by the devotees in Vrindavan, who had never met Chaitanya and who were eager for details, he vividly describes in this text itself, I have now become too old and disturbed by invalidity. While writing, my hands tremble. I cannot remember anything, nor can I see or hear properly. Still, I write, and this is a great wonder. In composing his Charitamrita, Krishnadas used the diaries of Murari Gupta and Swarup Damodar, both of whom were intimate associates of Chaitanya. Krishnadas was given a great deal of information by his guru Raghunath Das, also who had served Swarup Damodar when the latter was Chaitanya's personal secretary. Due to its amount of detail on the life of Chaitanya and his precepts, the Chaitanya Charitamrita became the definitive biography of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And now Then I go back. Mahaprabhu's devotees in Vrindavan were afraid that these pastimes would be forgotten and lost forever. So they approached Krishnadas Kaviraj, requesting him to write a complete version of these events. Krishnadas then went to the deity of Madan Mohan and asked for permission to fulfill their desire. In front of all the prominent contemporary members of the Gaudiya community in Vrindavan, Madan Mohan's garland fell from his neck. This was taken by all present as a sign of the Lord's approval, and they let out a joyous cheer. Madan Mohan's pujari picked up the garland and placed it around Krishnadas' neck, accepting it as a sign of the deity's desire. Krishnadas Kaviraj began to write. The shlokas of Chaitanya Charitamrita with great humility. What do you think? How many verses are in these books? Can you guess? Say a number.
200,000.
Huh?
200,000.
200,000. What do you say?
200,000.
Verses. How many verses are in these books?
18,000.
900.
Huh?
900, he said.
You?
450.000.
Wow. Guru Nishta?
Я думаю, что...
He is checking what? It's not out. Did he say something? No.
Я
Huh?
же там ее слушаю, она же переводит. Übersetzt gerade, hat er gesagt.
Ah.
Считайте, Гурнишка, сколько там стихов вас просили?
Ну, не знаю, может, 1100.
I think 100,000.
Uh-huh. And you said already something?
10.000.
It's 24,000. 24,000. Ah,
18.000.
hättest du gesagt.
Ich habe 18.000.
Nein, es sind 24,000. Of course, you know, many of these verses have a purport. Therefore, it needs so many books. Chaitanya, also he writes himself, Chaitanya Charitamrita is being dictated to me by Madan Mohan. Who is Madan Mohan? Krishna himself. My writing is like the repetition of a parrot. I write as Madan Mohan Gopal orders me. Just as a wooden marionette is made to dance by a puppeteer. With the blessings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, although I am an insignificant living being, I have elaborated in writing everything that Swarup Damodar recorded in his notes about the Lord's pastimes, as well as everything that I heard from the mouth of Raghunath Das. This he writes also himself in these books. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's glorious name, form, qualities, and activities all manifested in Krishnadas Kaviraj's heart, which when published in the Chaitanya Charitam, he himself confirmed this fact in various places throughout the book. Now again, I'm now an old man and an invalid. My hand trembles as I write, and my memory fails me. I'm going blind and deaf, but still I manage to write And this is a great wonder. Now, once Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada was glorifying the supremacy of Chaitanya Charitamrita to his disciples. He instructed them as follows: if all the books in the world were destroyed, leaving only Srimad Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Charitamrita, then people would still be able to achieve the ultimate goal of life. And now, even if the Srimad Bhagavatam were lost, leaving only the Chaitanya Charitamrita, there would still be no loss to humanity. For that which has been revealed in the Srimad Bhagavatam is found in Chaitanya Charitamrita. We often heard the question, if you would to leave, to go to an island, what would you take with you? You can take only few things. Then you know what you have to do. This has place in one suitcase, more you do not need. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami stands out amongst the devotee literati, for his is the order of the biography of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Even the stones melt, and hearing his descriptions of Gaura Lila and Govinda's Lila, alas, my mind has still not been attracted by these works. Jagannath Baladev, Subhadra Devi ki, Shri Shri Lord Gauranga and Lord Nityananda ki jai. This wrote Narottam Das Thakur in his book Prema Bhakti Chandrika. And now one incident is in the illustrious commentators Vishwanath Chakravarti to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, we can understand how dear Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is to Srimati Radharani. Of course, she's a Manjari. And how the deepest and most profound spiritual truths of the divine couple were revealed to him. Every word he wrote is to be taken as a supreme, absolute spiritual reality. His Divine Grace Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Thakur has recounted the following anecdote in his foreword to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Now we hear how these shlokas are perfect. Because Srila Vishnava Chakravarti was a very, very great scholar. He wrote so many commentaries, and Prabhupada mentioned in his purpose again and again and again. And now, while Vishnava Chakravarti was writing his commentary on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila 21, 125, he was unable to understand why Kaviraj Goswami had written that the Kama Gayatri mantra consists of 24.5 syllables rather than 25. He counted the syllables and he found always 25. And then he thought, how is this possible? He writes, this Gayatri mantra has 24.5 syllables. He started again. He found 25. He came to no conclusion. And because he appreciated Krishna's Kaviraj so much, then he said, okay, I'm unable to find out why. That means I'm useless. And he took a vow to starve to death at the banks of Radhakund. Can you imagine? He wants to make suicide because he cannot understand one word from the whole book. That means he's useless. But of course, as he dozed off in the middle of the night, the daughter of Rishabhanu, who is this? Yes, Radharani herself, appeared to him in a dream and said, "Oh Vishwanath, get up! Krishnadas has indeed written correctly. He is my dear girlfriend, who brings me much pleasure. I have blessed him so that he can understand the most intimate things about me. Do not doubt anything he has written. In the book named Varnagama Bashvad, it is written that whenever the syllable Ya is followed by the syllable V, it is considered to be only half a syllable." Okay, then he didn't make suicide. He was saved. And he had deities in Jamadpur, where he took birth, but his Bhajan Kutir and Samadhi are located in Radhakund. Who was already in Radhakund? You saw it? No? Because the Bhajan, you was there also? The Bhajan Kutir, where he wrote these books, is still there. Yes, between the two kunds. And his Samadhi is nearby, is one step ahead. And
We was there, no?
huh? Yeah. And yeah, we was there, yeah, together, exactly. So it's now almost 1 year ago. Huh? But he has not his own Samadhi, it's called Tri Samadhi. Also Tin Samadhi, Tin means 3. There are 3 Vaishnavas there. And of course, who is there also? I think Raghunath Bhatta Goswami is there also. And the third I forgot. Okay, this is all I found about him. As you see, more information we cannot get, but he is so humble, we do not need more to know about him. Important is that he left this book for us, and of course that he translated it, that we also can read it. Has somebody a question? about these books? Because there are 5 minutes left, if not. Yes?
Could you mention something about the auspiciousness that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has appeared in this world? Because that we have the Chaitanya Charitamrita is like only because of his presence here, no?
Yes, of course, yes.
If he wouldn't come, there is no Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Yes,
no
yes. And if he would not come, we have many things we would not have. We would have no access to Goloka Vrindavan. We would not know what is the main goal in Kali Yuga, namely this mantra. This mantra was known before already, of course. It is written in a very old book, but nobody chanted it, nobody knew actually the great value of this sloka. And because he empowered this sloka with the possibility to get access to Vrindavan, to Goloka Vrindavan. Because this is, when we hear this, all before, they didn't know this. Even Brahma not, Shiva not, nobody. This is all because of his mercy, and therefore he had to bring all his associates from Vrindavan to the earth to spread this news, you know. He alone could not do it. And all of them are manjaris. Now naturally in a male body, but still they had same kind of sweet relations like they have in Vrindavan. Even Radharani was not known before. We think Radharani for us is so common name.
Not even worshipped, I think.
No, no. Before, if you could cross over the ocean of material existence, you went back to Vaikuntha, where Vishnu resides, with Lakshmi Devi. But this is not the highest abode. Therefore, we are so fortunate to live now in this age and have all these informations. Okay, something else? Again? He has also many questions.
What is the spiritual practice of a Kali Yuga without Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
What would be, or what?
What it is? Is it mentioned somewhere?
No. Yeah. I think without him, Kali Yuga would already be much worse than nowadays. No, I don't know everything, but I don't know anything.
But there should be one, right? Because for the other yugas, there's also a spiritual practice.
Ah, you mean compared to other Kali Yugas?
Yeah. If Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not there.
He's not there, mostly not. This is very rare.
They don't chant the Hare Krishna mantra.
No, it is only in one day of Brahma, you know.
So it needs something else.
Yes, you can wait millions and millions and millions of years if you get again the same chants like now we have.
I heard once they chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Yes, that's possible, yeah. I know, yes. We also chant this, you know. But not 2 hours a day. Okay, then I stop here. It's soon time for breakfast. Thank you for coming and listening. Vanchakapa Drupishta Kripas and Eva Chapatanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo.
His Grace Vrindavan Chandra Prabhu Ki
Jai.
His Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki
Получается, почитание приходит 1,5 раза в день брахмы.
What is this now? What he said?
He said, so is it like Lord Chaitanya is coming 1.5 times? Что вы имеете в виду?
Если он приходит у 2 дня брахмы, это раза.
He said that at 2 days of Brahma he comes 3 times. 3 times?
Да, 2 дня, 1,5 раза.
2 days of Brahma, 3 times. It means 1.5 times he comes in 1 day of Brahma.
How is it possible?
Как получается 1,5?
Ну так
Почему половина?
так сказал Махарадж, не знаю, что он приходит. Да, он так сказал, что он приходит.
Indra Swami Maharaj told that he comes 1.5 times. How is it possible?
But if you say then maybe it's true. But how this works, I can't know. How can you come half?
He said that he asked and he thought that one time they
This is written in, this I know, this is written in the Shastra. But this half,
это написано, что один раз в день брахмы, а вот про половинку ничего не знаю. As he said, they accepted, they didn't understand why. Если вы что-то не понимаете, то нужно спросить, как это вообще возможно не понимать.
Было очень много всего.
Big lecture, and a lot of people, it was not possible. И теперь получается, что куча людей ничего не поняли, да?
А еще нужно посмотреть штук. Ich hatte mir irgendwo Schwupp, ja. Ну вот, еще дальше это он же 20 meine Hand so ansteuert.
И что это входит?
8 Stück. 800 Stück. Und dann ist es noch 1000 Euro. Dann habe ich die gesammelt jetzt schon. Der Welt hat auch gefragt, ob es eine Note gibt.
Нет, так не
Aber keiner hat gesagt,
он говорит, нет, 28. He was clarified 28,000.
Ja, die sind alle so kurz. Weil ich dachte, es wäre so ein Schal oder sowas, also so eine Mütze. Aber
because one person said 18. 18,000. Just it was opinion. 24.
Ich schätze, wer gerade noch Wohnung gekündigt über 1000.
I didn't count it myself. But you can do it.
Ganz viel.
Ну, вы можете прочитать про
Ja, das und so
Вы можете прочитать
Wenn ich
про
erzähle, ich habe auch gestern habe ich schon erzählt,
We
total
have
verschlafen.
them
Heute
somewhere
habe ich einen Wecker
inside.
verschlafen.
He says, but we don't.
Они просто покрыты.
They just covered.
Okay.
Das letzte Mal, als ich da
The many things are covered.
Ну, вообще покрыты.
zweimal das Morgenprogramm.
Am besten stehst du morgen früh auf, dann bist du morgen Abend so kaputt, dass du um 8 Uhr kommst.
Ja.
Und dann wird das wieder
Ja.
Thank you for translating. It's very hard work, huh?
Actually, I read
Besonders ist es
that
so viel
it is concentration like a
Diese 2
person
Stunden,
who
wo man
is
chatten kann.
driving Flugzeug.
Die sind
Ah, okay.
ja,
Zeit.
wenn ich 5 oder 6 Uhr durchstelle, das fühlt sich nicht an, als wäre so. Das ist der Geist einfach.
Sing.
Вчера был вообще вечерник,
And yesterday night you said you had some
Yes. Ah, yeah, Gora. Yeah, thank you. What kind of
Я никогда не слышал, значит, все как-то вообще молодцом.
He never heard how you sing before, and now he was
I didn't make my voice myself.
Naучить gelassen hast. Du kannst dann auch.
Man darf noch andere
Du kannst
Sachen.
einfach nachlassen, wenn du es brauchst.
Ja, wenn man so eine Pause oder sowas braucht.
Das heißt noch eine halbe Stunde hinlegen, eine Viertelstunde.
Ich mag es eigentlich ganz gerne, aber das schaffe ich natürlich auch nicht immer, komplett durchzuchatten. Dann fühlt sich das irgendwie noch energetischer an. Und gleichermaßen bin ich halt so jemand, der mag so den Tag so ein bisschen strukturiert zu haben. Und dann noch um 12 Uhr oder allerschlimmsten um 21 Uhr oder sowas anfangen zu chatten. Das ist dann so.
Ja, das ist gar nicht gut. Das ist so Shane-Style. Fang mal an, mit an die Wangerrate zu kommen und da kannst du ja, und wenn du siehst, dass du nachher so beim Chatten so müde bist, dann legst du dich wieder kurz hin und dann.
Nur jetzt. Also das war ja auch, als ich das erste Mal hier war, ich glaube die ersten 4 Tage, war das auch schon so schwer. Und jetzt ist halt der Schlafrhythmus wieder so ein bisschen crazy auch. Weil ich habe ja dann, musste jetzt Umgang machen und so schreiben, das habe ich teilweise um 1 Uhr nachts gemacht. Ja, und da habe ich also alles Mögliche getan. Und deswegen ist mein Schlafrhythmus jetzt so einstrukturiert, dass ich so um 23 Uhr oder so schlafen gehe. Und das ist ein bisschen zu spät. Ein bisschen sehr zu spät. Ja. Und Bravo, du kommst wahrscheinlich nicht mehr zum Arena. Du hast ja gesagt, nachmittags bist du wieder in der Welt unterwegs.
Habe ich das gesagt?
Ja, gestern hast du gesagt, das
Klingt nicht nach meinen Worten.
nee, das habe ich jetzt in den Mund gelegt, so, aber das Nachmittagswetter ist.
Am Nachmittag ging dann meine
Aber dann hast du ja gesagt, das ist gerade ganz Wochenende. Und die Mutti-Freunde, die kommen auch zufällig her oder bringst du die quasi mit?
Der eine kommt am Samstagabend und der eine am Freitag.
Auch 2 Stunden zurück, oder?
Am Samstagabend haben wir vom Freitag haben wir einen speziellen Auftrag. Jetzt wird es schauen wir, ob er aus dem ja, so kurz
Zelebrieren. Also neu streichen und alles Mögliche irgendwie.
Ja. Für den Winter.
Also der Raum ist schon nicht sehr schön, ja.
Ja, ich war da bisher noch einmal drin, das ist ein bisschen.
So ein bisschen.
Ja, so ein bisschen so. Ja, das
So ein bisschen so.
Ja, so ein bisschen so altgebacken, so ein bisschen ranzig vielleicht sogar auch.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Elena.